Good morning, everyone. It's Alison with Stamp Alison, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is a suburb of Vancouver. So, welcome on this Sunday morning. I really appreciate you joining me. I'm just going to wait for you guys to, let's see here what's going on. My post. Make sure I'm live. I guess I am. It's kind of acting weird today. This has got a weird look to it, but we will see what's happening and see if I can see my comments over on my other screen. Hi, Keisha. Good morning. Hi, Trisha. Happy Sunday to you too. It's really nice to have you guys join me. I'm quiet today. I had a birthday party for my husband last night. Had a lovely barbecue outside. It was sunny and not too hot. It was perfect. But I may have made a little bit too much merry. You know, I'm usually not up really late. So I was up a little late. I thought, gosh, I better get up and do my lap. Good morning, Valerie. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming. So I'm just going to nip over and turn on my iPad comments so that I can see them while I'm actually talking to you guys. I'm assuming you can hear me since nobody has said they can't. Hi, Mo. Hi, Janet. Hi, Nancy and Cindy. Good morning. Oh my gosh, you guys are all popping on. Well, let's get started. You guys are all here. We might as well get started, right? So today I'm going to be making a card using the Trees for Sale stamp set and the matching or coordinating tree lot dies from the celebration catalog. So let's nip over there and see what that looks like, and let's get started. Okay, so let's turn to this page. I'm so happy we can open the mini catalog and show you because I haven't been able to until July 1st, but it's live now, so we're all good. So here's the Trees for Sale stamp set. That's on page 39. And when you spend $120, you can get the dies that coordinate it for free from Celebration. And it might seem like $120 is a lot, but there are 24 dies, 24, which is a lot, right? So consider that when you think about it. And look at, it makes a little camper, and oh my gosh, I just love it. So let's get started and I'll show you what we're going to make today. As you guys know, my partner in crime, Patsy Waggoner, she is a demonstrator in Minnesota in the United States. We've been friends for years, and since, gosh, it's almost been 10 years now, we have offered complimentary PDFs with cards using products that we have chosen for the month. So this month, July, we have chosen the Trees for Sale, and then we've also used the tree lot dies. So when you make any size purchase, I'm talking $1 to whatever, in our online store. So if you're in Canada, you would purchase through me, and if you're in the United States, you'd purchase through Patsy. We send you this PDF with instructions for these beautiful cards. So I'm going to be making this card today, which is card number 5. And I'd like to show you one card a month that's included in the PDF, just so you can see how easy it is to follow along with the instructions. Cindy, you got that set? Oh, good. You ordered yours. Awesome. Because they are beautiful, you guys. They just really are. Oh, good for you. So Cindy's gone and bought a magnet bowl. My sisters have that too. And you use magnet to put your dies on. I actually just use a magnet sheet, but those bowls, my gosh, they're like, I think you get them in the automotive section. I think my sister Ellie told me. Yeah. Okay. So here's the die. Here's the stamps. And here's the dies. Now you see there's quite a few missing because I'm going to be using them. And I like to, as we just talked about, I like to put them on a piece of just a magnet sheet here so I don't lose them. Okay. Let's put that aside. Okay. Now, my card today and some of the other cards in our PDF use this fantastic Look at this. This is unbelievable. Let me put these out. This is a host product. It's called Celebrate Everything DSP. 48 sheets. So you get 4 each of 12 designs, 12 by 12. I can't even put them all on here. So let's maybe move this up. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I'll just spread it out, I guess. So you get a fall card, just like celebration, like that would be good for Canada Day or 4th of July, birthdays, Halloween. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Isn't this amazing? Just general geometric stuff. Look at all this. Christmas. It's just fantastic. Look at this one. I love this one. So you get all of these, and I've cut them down to 6 by 6. They're 12 by 12, and they're a host product. And I find that sometimes I miss picking host products. Do you guys do that where you don't even look at them because you're so excited about the other products? But if you turn to the last page, page 86 in the mini, you're going to see the 2 host gifts that you can earn when your order is $200 or more. First of all, we've got the caroling mice. How sweet are they? I can't wait to get those. And then this is the paper that I just showed you. So the Celebrate Everything. And like I said, there's 48 sheets, 4 each of 12 double-sided designs, 12 by 12. I mean, they're just fantastic. And the colors, my gosh, black, crushed curry, granny apple green, Pacific Point, polished pink, pool party, poppy parade, shaded spruce. So lots of choice. So we're going to be using some of that paper in our card today. Let me grab my little bundle here. So we have got basic white. It is cut to, I'm going to look for my, oh, there it is, my bone folder. 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Sort of your standard card that we usually use, right? I've got a piece of that DSP that we talked about. I'm going to use this side. And it is actually cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4. We're going to cover the whole front of our card with this paper. So we can go ahead and do that. Just start us off. And actually, I thought ahead, and I actually got my glue going this morning, and I hung it upside down so I wouldn't be fussing around trying to get that to work. Those mice are so cute. I know, aren't they, Keisha? I don't have them yet. I'm going to get them. Patsy, my partner, my border buddy, she loves mice. She loves mice so much that her wedding cake, she had on the top for the bride and groom, she had mice. I always thought that was so cute. Okay, we've got a bunch of other paper here. I've got shaded spruce, and I've got basic white. So we're going to be stamping on these pieces. And then I've got some scraps here. Let's see what I've got here. All these things I need. Okay, I've got this paper here. Now this, you guys, is this sparkly white paper. And let me see. Real red and white 6 by 6 glimmer paper. This is in the mini catalog. Isn't that gorgeous? So sparkly. And we used this the other day on our Sweetest Christmas card, if you remember. Today I want to use the white. In the original instructions that Patsy did, she used just basic white for the layers, but I want to show you how you can use the sparkle and how pretty it makes it. Then I've also got some another piece of the same designer series paper. We're going to cut some trees out of that. And I'm also going to be cutting out a little trees for sale sign. So I've got some white for that. Okay, so that's basically what we've got. So let's get started here with some stamping. I'm going to take Memento ink, and I've got the little string of lights. So let's put those on. I made this card the other day. So sometimes when I make stuff ahead of time, I can't remember what I did. So we'll see if I remember. I know we got a string of lights up there, and basic, and that Memento. So we can color them in with Stampin' Buns. We're going to do that in a minute. We've also going to be using the shaded spruce ink, and I've got, this is I don't use my shaded spruce much. It's a little stiff. I've got the tree, And where is my stamp set? Let me show you which tree we're using here. So I'm using this tree here. So sort of that outline tree, okay? And I want to stamp it here. And I want to stamp it over here. Okay. And I think that might be quite juicy, so I'm not going to try and rub that. And then I also want my words, and we're going to be using Christmas greetings, also in the shaded spruce. And I want to put it at the bottom here. Just like that. Okay, so that's sort of the start of our card. Next, we want to add some color to those lights. And we've got Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, and Shaded Spruce blends. You can also use your Stampin' Write markers. Those would work too. So I'm going to use the bullet end here. I love these colors. I think they look exactly like the traditional lights that, at least that I grew up with, right? I mean, we didn't get all these fancy colors like blue and, you know, all those, and white even. These were the colors of the bulbs in our house and on our trees, right? Those standard red and yellow and green. So like that. So we can set that aside for now, because now we're going to do some die cutting. So here we go. I'm going to bring in these 3 trees. Look at it. It's like Goldilocks. We've got big tree, medium tree, and a little baby tree. We're going to cut those out of the designer series paper. And then I've got that pretty, let's go here, that pretty metallic-y, sparkly glimmer paper. And we're going to cut out the exact same trees. These are kind of the outline layers that are going to go on top. All right, so let's get those done. Bring in our little mini boss here. And remember, I always use plate number 3 as my base plate. And then I've got my clear plate, my paper, and my dies. And my clear plate on top, and we'll run those through. Okay. And I was going to run them back, but I'm not, because they jumped off and we don't want to cut our trees in a goofy way. And besides, I don't need to. They all pop off. Easy peasy. All right. I did consider cutting out my, putting a piece of the adhesive sheet on the back of this, so that when I peeled them off, it was easy to glue on. You know, that's the paper that you put on the back of cardstock, and then when you run it through the die machine, it applies the glue to the back. But I've discovered that this actually is fairly easy to add glue to, so I'm not going to do that for a couple of reasons, but mainly because when I'm on screen, I find it hard to pick the back off. It's like watching paint dry. You poor guys waiting for me to get that done. I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to make sure this paper, I want to emphasize, this paper is quite thick. So can you see that it hasn't cut it out as nicely as I want? And that's okay. I can reline that up, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put it through again. Okay, so just going to lay that flat and run it through. And then I'm going to run it back again, and that should do it. It's just a bit thicker paper, and I find with the mini machine, sometimes it takes a little bit more to get that completely run through. I hope that worked. If not, I'm going to have to go over to the big machine. Oh yeah, see, sometimes, you know what? You know what? It's okay. It's okay. In the olden days, I would have panicked and thought, oh my gosh, why isn't it cutting? I cut beautifully yesterday. Another thing you can do with, oh gosh, I can't even think. I've lost my train of thought. I went up and looked at the comments. I lost my train of thought. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's what I say. Another thing you can do when you're running through your dies, if you have an intricate die, try running it through. Let me show you here what I mean. Like try running it through this way and then turning the piece and running it through that way. So you kind of you're getting the pressure of the rollers on both pieces. So there we go. Finally cut it out. Right? No biggie. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with these guys because they didn't cut out the way I wanted to either. And I'm just going to layer them back. You can find, when you move these, you can feel when it gets into the right spot. So there we go. In the right spot. Carefully put my lid on and there we go. Okay. Everything can be fixed in stamping. There's no screaming in stamping. You know that movie, A League of Their Own, when Tom Hanks comes running out of the dugout and says, "There's no crying in baseball." There's no crying in stamping. We can fix things. Things can be fixed. Okay. There we go. Whew. So we've got our trees and we've got our layers that are going on our trees. They're just off camera because I want to stamp something. So I want to stamp a couple of things. I'm going to stamp the little sign that says trees for sale. I'm using soft suede. Okay. Now, I didn't do this yesterday on my practice card the other day, but I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to stamp these little tree stands and I'm going to see if I can fit them on the card. I'm not 100% sure that they'll fit on my tree. You'll see what I mean in a sec. All right, let's do this. So now we need a couple more. Whoops. And what I'm going to do, you guys, is, let's see if I'm in camera. Not really. I'm kind of off. There we go. I'm going to grab my repositionable tape because I want it to be cut out quite nicely. Okay, and I don't want to have them moving. I could have done that with my little trees out of my glimmer paper earlier, and then I could have just run it through a few times without having to reposition it, making you all crazy. But that's okay. I know you guys are here for the big show. Right? I just find if I do this, then they stay in place. Plus my hands are a bit shaky, so not from nerves, just from life. Okay. Through and then back. Okay. And of course, if I were not doing this on camera, this would be a lot closer to me and I'd have it turned this way, right? So it's kind of an awkward thing when you're doing lives. You're kind of at a weird angle, which is okay. Look at this little sign. Is this the cutest little sign? This little scene that we're creating just looks like a little tree lot, especially from when I was a kid and even when my kids were little. But then we got into the tradition of actually cutting down our own trees at a tree farm. So trees specifically grown for Christmas trees. And now we go, and my kids are adults. And when I say adults, I mean really adults, like in their 30s. And they are still keen to go to cut down the tree. What's really great is, of course, we get my son to cut down the tree because he used to love it when he was a little kid. I don't think he loves it as much now, but he'll get down there and cut the tree. So we have fun doing that. Do you guys cut your own trees, or do you buy it from a tree lot, or do you have an artificial tree? All of those are acceptable traditions, right? I really did consider getting an artificial tree in the last couple of years because of weather conditions where I live. The trees, the available trees have gone down. There's been droughts and fires, and they haven't been able to grow as many trees. So I might still consider getting a new, like a artificial one, because they look real. All right, less work for sure. Okay, so that's what we have. Remember we did this? So let's go ahead and glue this piece on. Artificial? Yeah, a lot of people go that way. It's you know what? It's probably better for the environment. But I always like to support local tree growers because they're only open 2 weeks a year. And so I like to sort of support there. And it's a fun atmosphere. There's always Christmas carols and, you know, candy canes and hot chocolate and all those kind of fun things. I need my poker, which is, oh, here it is. I need to learn to put things back where they belong instead of just throwing them on my tabletop. You guys good at putting your things away? I don't know. I don't think I was very good at it when I was a kid either. Put my toys away. Okay. So they came out. You can see that these are coming out quite easy. If this was white paper, like basic white, this is a lot easier to cut. The glimmer paper just adds, it's a little bit thicker paper. And like I said, it may take a couple of runs through to get those intricate parts cut out. But I think it's worth it because it just looks like snow on your trees. You could also use shimmery white paper. That's nice. Or you could just add Wink Stella. That would work too. All those things would work. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Isn't this pretty? Look at this. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the sparkles, you guys? You guys are awfully quiet. We have had a few nice days in Vancouver, and then starting in the middle of the night last night, it was like a monsoon. And it's still dull and ugly today. So I don't know. We get summer and then it's like, ha ha ha, fooled ya. Although we do need a nice combination of sun and rain is good for the gardens, right? Because you don't have to water as much and that makes it easier. So now we're going to look at this. Now these just layer one on top of the other. And what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and do that. And remember I was saying that it's fairly easy to do this, and it is, because all I did was actually I took a piece of scrap paper. Let me get a piece of scrap here. Here we go. I took a piece of scrap. I put a little blob of my white glue. So I got a blob there, right? And then I just kind of picked it up, and I didn't put it everywhere. I want to put it on the tip because I want that to stick. And I want to put it down here on the bottom. And then I just chose a couple of little places where I wanted to add a little bit of glue. And it's a little time, it takes a bit of time, but it's okay. It's not like, oh my gosh, you have to glue the entire, put glue over the entire thing. That would be a little hard. So that's all I did, was I just put it on those kind of areas where I thought I needed to have it stick well. And of course, I love my white glue because it allows me to move things around. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on and do the other two. Yes, we want more rain. The problem, of course, Cindy, is you were in that horrible flood. The problem, of course, is all the runoff in the interior. It's already too high, and so rain they're probably not, it's pretty hard for people. It's either fires or rain. It's just, oh my gosh, what we're doing to our world, I tell you. Okay, go. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I'm going to show you them up close in a minute so you can see how sparkly they are. I don't mind a little rain. It's better than last year. My gosh, it was horrible last year. and we don't like to complain in the Lower Mainland because we don't get a lot of heat and we don't get a lot of summer. But last year, that heat dome was just, it was horrendous on so many fronts. Human life toll was bad. So we don't mind a little rain. Okay, there we go. So that's our trees. Now, here's what I'm not sure I want to do. I have to make sure that they're going to fit. So I've got my little baby trees. Let's get over here. Pick up. So I want to put them one here, but I'm hoping, yeah, and I think I can. If I put my little tree stand, I think I can still put it'll still fit. Yeah. So you can stamp and cut out the tree stand like I did, or you can just stamp the tree stand right on the card, right? But since I've already cut these out, let's just put a bit of glue on here. And then I'm just going to line up where I'm going to want this tree and figure out where I'm going to put my stand. There we go. So I'm going to do that. And I am going to just glue this one. The first one I'm going to glue on. I'm not going to pop it up. So we're going to put our little tree here. Oh, that's cute. What a cute little card. Oh, there's that glitter. I was going to show you how pretty it is. Can you see how it's glimmery? Hope so. Trust me, in real life, it really is. All right, then we're going to put our little, now this one's going to get covered by my stand, so I'm not so worried about it, but I'm still going to put a tree stand on it. And it's going to go about there. So we'll put a little bit of glue. I'm just going to grab it, and then I'm just going to figure out where I want that stand. I think about there is right. You know, when you buy a tree that's already cut, I don't know about nowadays because I don't buy those, but when I was a kid, when you bought them, it came with the little trees, the little wooden stand on the bottom, right? There we go. Okay, and then we want our big tree. So let's put some glue on here, and we might have to let this just sit for a sec to get our tree stand. Whoops, my finger is got glue on it. There we go. Leave it like that for a sec. Okay. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to put some dimensionals on that little tree. I've never had that happen before. I just had the dimensional, instead of coming off, it took some of the paper. I've never had that. Have you guys had that happen? 20 years. It's a first. And I want a little baby one. My fingers are gluey. Just a sec, you guys. Just have to rub that glue off. Normally I don't get glue on me. You know, I pride myself on that. But today I have glue on my fingers. Okay. Oop. Oh, I hear the rain. This isn't going to stick. I'm just going to put it on independently. Ha! One way around that. And we're going to pop that up. Actually, that actually worked out easier. So there's our little trees. Help if he was straight. Although sometimes in a tree yard, they aren't straight. We got our trees for sale sign. Let's pop him up. Oop. Okay. There we go. Trees for sale. Oop. And then lastly, we're just going to, I think we'll pop him up. I think that's a good idea. Give it a little bit more interest. Remember, put that one, I'm going to put two in the middle because there's quite a bit of die cut items on here, and so it's a bit heavy. There we go. There's our card. Isn't it cute? So cute. So I'll hold it up so you can see maybe the glitter. I don't know if you can see the glitter. Hope so. But if you don't have the glimmer paper, you can just use white. That works too. But isn't that a fun, sweet card? It's very nostalgic looking, I think. So again, this is one of the cards that you get the instructions for. Now, in addition to earning it for free, I also sell a class, and I select 4 of the cards from the PDF. I give you all the materials that you need to make the cards, and it's $22. And if you live in the if you don't live in Canada, you can buy the PDF for $12. So it just gives you an opportunity. If you don't want to buy from me because you're a demonstrator, or maybe you have your own demonstrator, you can still get the class to go. So that's fun. And that registration, I think, is open to the middle of July. I usually leave it open until the middle of July. And you can see the links on this post once I'm finished. Okay. Thanks, you guys. It's so cute, isn't it? Okay, let me show you some other things that that I've got going on. Now, you know that Ange McKay and I are running our Sweetest Christmas. Let me grab all this stuff. Sweetest Christmas catalog launch on July the 23rd. It's $50. You're going to get half a pack of the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper. That's part of your registration. You're going to get the 2 rolls of Real Red and Garden Green ribbon. So you can get both of those. You're going to get a full package of the adhesive backed sequins. That's part of your registration. You're going to get a PDF with instructions for 6 cards using the Christmas banners that says Stamps and Dies, and the Sweet Candy Canes. So you're going to get the instructions. You will need the stamps and dies, or you can substitute because you may have something already similar, especially for the banners, right? So you don't need them. You don't need it if you don't want to purchase those, but you'll get everything else. And then we'll send you all the supplies to make the cards. We'll send you the PDF, and we're going to invite you to an exclusive launch party on the 23rd of July where you can come and make the cards with us. Okay. So here's the card I made the other day. And then I think I showed you these, you guys. So this is a really cool one. This is a, what do you call these, you guys? Somebody help me. Oh my gosh. I can't think. I know that my sisters will know. Somebody out there will tell me what the name of these cards are where you've got the different cutouts. Oh gosh, I'm having a moment. See, I partied too hard last night. I didn't party. I just was up late. And here's another one. Isn't that pretty? And that's using the die from the dies. So cute. Okay, so that's the 23rd. Great. The other class that we're running, we've got 2 of them going here. This one is, I just love. Please check out the Kindest Gnomes dies, stamps and dies. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Let me show you some of those cards. Now, these are not the class cards. This class will have 4 cards. And it's $40, but you get the stamp set. And the stamp set is $33. So it's like getting the class for free. If you already have this bundle or you already have this stamp set, you can just let me know a substitute for that. Okay. So anyway, these are not the cards in the class, but these are some cards made with it. So remember we made this one the other day on my live. So that's one. Here's another guy. Look at her. Isn't she sweet? One of the things I mentioned was that you can cut out the images. This is cut out of the Designer Series paper. And then this is stamped and colored. Look at this one. There's the Designer Series paper, and there's the mushroom cut out from the paper. The dies also create these adorable gnomes. How sweet are they? And you can put it together as your own little gnome. That's sweet. And then here's another one. Same idea. We've cut out the gnome here, and we've got the Designer Series paper, and so cute. Okay, so that's another class. That's an add-on class. That's on the 24th. Now, if you can't come live, don't worry. You can watch the replays anytime you want. And then the second class we're offering on the 24th is, oops, here we are, Christmas Scotty. How cute are these little dogs? And the little punch to match. Again, that's 4 cards and $40 as an add-on. And it comes with the stamp set. And we give you a really good deal on the matching punch and the matching dies. We pretty much sell you those at cost. Okay, so hope that you can join us on one of those. The registrations for these last classes that I talked about, you can join anytime, but in order to get the product to you in time, I'm asking that you register by July the 5th, which is Tuesday, because I want to order the supplies for you. Now you can join after that, and the chances are you probably will get the supplies, but sometimes delivery and stuff is you can't guarantee it. And Keisha, you're coming for the gnome class. I'm so good. Step cards. Thank you, Kathy. I knew somebody. Valerie Step. It is a fun fold, but it's true. It's a step card. Thanks, Mo. I knew you guys would know. Okay, so that is our card for today. Just as a reminder, isn't it pretty? Love it. I'm just going to lower this so you can see it a little bit closer. There we go. So cute. Okay. Back over here. How do we do today? Oh, we're 10 minutes over. I like to try and go 30 minutes, but that's okay. I had a lot to show you today because we have a lot of classes coming up. So once I finish this video live, you'll see a link. It says click here for my classes, and you'll see them all listed there. If you have any questions, please let me know, because the registration for the Sweetest Christmas, the gnomes, and the Scotty dogs are kind of on one registration form, and it can be a bit much. So if it's confusing at all, please just reach out and I'll help you register. And thanks, you guys. Any other questions? Let me just see if I've missed any. Thanks, you guys. It was a cute card. Yeah. Did you say Vancouver? If so, you sent it. Oh, I just set it up. I'm sorry, Valerie. Up in Powell River. Oh, Powell River is such a beautiful place. I'm very sorry, but somebody else says it's coming from Washington State, so we can blame them. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. That banner, it is annoying, isn't it? I don't know why that's sitting there. I've never had that before. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's see if we can hide. Oh, see, there it is. Sorry, you guys. I didn't see that earlier. I've never had that before. How annoying. That is really annoying. So sorry, you guys. I guess I did my whole life like that. But here we are. We're finished up, and now we don't have that silly banner, and I'll never do that again. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. All right. I think I've gotten everything. Good. Okay. You're going to make one now, Mo? Excellent. So easy and so cute. Okay. So when will I see you next? What's today? Sunday. I will see you Wednesday. Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Looking forward to it. And this is the week that I'll see you more than twice. I will also see you Thursday. And I do Thursdays at 5 p.m. And Thursday, I'll be making a card using one of the class cards not the class cards, but one of the stamps and products that Angie and I are using in our catalog launch. So that'll be Thursday. She'll be showing you something on Tuesday using those products, just to give you some ideas of what we're going to be using. I'm glad, Nancy. I'm glad we can't wait to stamp with you guys at the end of the month. All right. Have a wonderful Sunday. You guys, hope you get some creative time in, and hope you've enjoyed my card today. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye for now.